Have you ever stopped to think about how men are taught to approach love, relationships, and intimacy? Not by their partners, but by society itself? Because, let's face it, the way boys are raised often creates men who struggle to connect, communicate, and truly love. We tell men to be strong, independent, and unemotional. Vulnerability? That's labeled as weakness. Intimacy? Reduced to performance. Love? Simplified into a transactional idea of giving and receiving. This isn't just a personal issue, it's systemic. Think about the movies, the locker room advice, the fatherly lessons handed down through generations. Men are often taught that their worth in relationships comes from what they provide, not who they are. And when they fail to meet this impossible standard, they shut down, emotionally and physically. But why is no one talking about how this impacts women, too? When men are trained to disconnect from their emotions, intimacy becomes one-dimensional. Relationships feel hollow. Women end up carrying the emotional labor, while men miss out on the profound depth love is meant to offer. This isn't about blame, it's about what we've been conditioned to accept as normal. And let's get into the real damage. When men are taught to prioritize dominance over empathy, sex becomes mechanical, not meaningful. Emotional connection takes a backseat to ego. Relationships crumble, not because of a lack of love, but because of a lack of understanding. So how do we break this cycle? It starts with rethinking what it means to be a man. It means teaching boys that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. That intimacy isn't about conquest, it's about connection. That being a lover isn't about performance, it's about presence. If we want better relationships, better lovers, and better lives, we need to start by unlearning the lies society has been feeding us for centuries. It's not men versus women. It's all of us versus the outdated rules holding us back. Have you ever felt this disconnect in a relationship? Share your story below, and let's start a conversation no one else is brave enough to have.